I don't really know where to start, but until we get some more people in here, I'm going to start by playing Harbaugh's post game pressure. I didn't see this. I didn't see any quotes from it. So anything he says, or I hear him say here, is new to me. So let's check it out. Thumbs up if you can hear me.
You make plays like that, rivalry like this, the game means so much early in the season. I think that's what big time players do, right? Big time players make big time plays in big games, and that's what Marlon Humphrey just did. So, wow. The Steelers, I thought that was just another chapter in this incredible rivalry. We have much respect for the Steelers. I thought they played a very, very good game, very well coached, had a really good strategy, really good plan, and it amounted to a really good game. They got turnovers, they made plays, they had a lot of momentum, had us backed up at the one. The place was going crazy, which brings us to our team. When you got heart, when you've got that kind of character, and you'll play as hard as we do, then you got a chance to accomplish anything. We can do anything with that. Now we just work to get better. We work to improve, become a better team in all three phases. But different things that happened. I thought the defense stepped up with a couple stops after the turnovers and forced field goals. That was huge. Of course, Tuck kicking the field goals. We just stepped up in so many different situations and found a way to win the game when it looked bleakest. A lot of things were going against us. A lot of things were not going our way. And our guys kept their poise. Our guys didn't get overwhelmed by the moment and found a way ultimately to win the game, and that's what you're so proud of. I told Lamar after the last play before the field goal, I said that was the best play made the whole game. We had a play that wasn't quite organized quite the way we wanted for whatever reason, and they were throwing every kind of different kind of front look in the book at us, to stop the run there. And Lamar found a way to get the ball going forward and get a couple yards. And that might have been the play of the game, and for him. And I just proud of our guys. We're young, but we're figuring it out, and we just need to keep getting better. We need to keep improving. It's still early in the season, and we can become a lot better in terms of doing the things that we need to do. Okay, what do you have?
48-yarders when it's overtime, game on the line, as difficult as it is. How tough is it? Because you played here many times. Of really doing it in that direction.
Well, that's the point, James. I think that's a really good observation by you, because that's why they did what they did. And it was an opportunity for us, and we didn't do anything with the ball, obviously, which is very disappointing. And I think give Coach Tomlin a lot of credit. He knows this place better than anybody. I think we probably know it the second best, because we played here so much. And for our kicker to be able to make that kick in that end, and the wind was blowing, just says something about him and Tuck and Morgan, and of course the whole field goal protection team, because it was an all-out rush as well. Well, we have turnover takeaway drills that we've done every day since OTA started, all through training camp, and that's one of them. The punch drill is one of them. He executed it perfectly. I will say, when you're a coach and you work on drills, and the defensive coaches set up those particular drills, you feel pretty good about it when it wins you a game like that. Thank you. He does. He has a knee. He's done. He at least has an ACL and probably more. So he'll be out for the season.
Prayers for Tony.
Right now.
Prayers for Tony.
We just for the record, we said a prayer over him, and all things are possible. And
Also prayers for their quarterback too, Mason Rudolph. I think that's the name.
I got to give you the end of that too. All things are possible through Christ who strengthens me. My Catholic friend, who I see you in church all the time.
Clarification on the play where Jackson threw an interception to Andrews, and he and Andrews were screaming for pass interference, and the play is reviewed as a turnover. Is it your understanding that interference would also be reviewed in that case, or do you have to challenge that?
Right. I think it went to New York, and my understanding is they did look at it. I didn't see it. I was told by the people in the box that they felt like it was a clear pass interference, but they didn't obviously see it that way. So that's.
Why you didn't challenge it?
It's included in the review, yeah. No, we can't challenge that. We've had that a couple of times. We had it twice in the Chiefs game, once on the interception. The play on Tony Jefferson, when there was a pick play and once on a touchdown that they had, where it went to New York, and I don't even think they looked at it because they didn't see it. So I think that's one of the things in replay they're dealing with right now, is finding on the scoring plays when they review them, finding those kind of things. I asked for it. I ran down and told them, make sure you look for that. After that, you'd have to ask them what they saw.
They didn't see what we saw. That was clear pass interference.
With the interception,
I don't know.
caught in between trying to push the ball down the field and the clock in the last possession of the second quarter.
Well, which interception? Give me the play. Where did he throw it? Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to look at that on tape, and you can ask him. He's right here. It's just one of those plays. I don't know. There's a lot that goes into a play. I mean, what is it? There's a lot that goes into a play, plus them making a good play. But those are areas that there's many things we can do better. We'll keep working on those things. I think they did well. I thought Josh played a lot more defense. He played Mike for us and looked like he played well in there. We'll see on tape. Ford played really well on special teams. Our special teams played really well. They had the one play where they pinned us down at the 1 yard line, so you give them credit on that one.
Yeah, that was tough.
Fines, who wasn't even on the team a week ago, essentially in there as the starting lineup.
We just felt we needed to fit the runs better. We needed some experience. We felt like, to be honest with you.
I talked about run fits last week.
LJ in the same category.
I guess they saw some of the same stuff I saw. Well, I saw some of the same stuff they
guys
saw.
that have done that before, and they were available, fortunately, for us. And
what's up,
It was
Grammy?
a good signing by Eric.
Did you feel like the defense did a better job overall, so kind of avoiding the crushing mistakes that you've talked about in the last few weeks?
Yes. We still had some chunk plays out there that, we got to still keep working on. They've got some good receivers. They run some good routes. They had a little bit of time to throw the ball down the field at times, which is challenging, but we didn't have it thrown over our head, and we didn't have any real big runs. So I think that's a step in the right direction.
John, how did the team respond both from Tony's injury and the Mason Rudolph injury? I'm sure they were kind of emotional.
All right, let's start to phase him out right here and give you
I thought the team did a great job.
my points, the things that I saw. Defensively, we are soft with like a bunch of T's on it. We soft. We stopped the run better with Brandon in there. Better. But we just can't get home for nothing. I think one of the beat writers even said it. Even our blitzes don't get home. I mean, we sending 5, 6, I think maybe once or twice, 7 guys. They block it up. And then the third string quarterback got all the time in the day to make throws. Or they send 7 guys and they block it up. And because we're in man coverage, he takes off for like 15, 20 yards. So something has to be addressed with this pass rush. It's horrendous. It's horrendous. When you blitz and you can't get home, that's a problem. Because it puts your cornerbacks and your safeties in bad predicaments. Them cats can't cover, man. Receivers too good to be covered for 4 or 5 seconds. When you send blitzes, they got to get home within 3, at the most 3.5. Because the receivers are just too good in the NFL. They won't stay covered for that long. Then scramble drill coming there. If your quarterback has some sort of athletic ability, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough on DBs. And granted, we got an okay secondary. It took another step back today with Tony being hurt. So you're looking at 3 starters out. 2 of them for the year. Tony's out for the year. And even though we were complaining about Tony, we didn't necessarily want him out. We just wanted him to do better. Tavon's out and Jimmy's out right now. Tavon's gone for the year. Tony's gone for the year. Again, prayers for Tony. Put some prayer hands in the chat box, and for him, and also prayers for their quarterback also, because he took a vicious legal hit, a vicious legal hit, and let's talk about offense for a second before I open the phone lines up. I don't know if it's the play calling or if it's Lamar, but he's really starting to prove the doubters right. Even though his touchdown, his interception when I think it was to Boyle, he fit the ball in there pretty good. He did. He fit it in there pretty good, but it still ended up being an interception. And that shouldn't have been an interception. It should have been a incomplete pass, but it's tough. It's really tough to keep throwing interceptions when we were pounding the ball on them. I think that drive, other than that play, we had ran the ball every time and got positive yardage. Every time. Every time we ran the ball and got positive yardage. Harbaugh just talked about why he didn't challenge the pass interference, which I thought he could have. He said he couldn't. He said it happened a couple times in the Chiefs game. Well, what's the purpose of having a pass interference challenge if you can't challenge stuff like that? Those plays are game changers. Those plays are game changers. Didn't have any of those crazy go for two moments this week, so that's safe. And long story short, Marlon just bailed us out. Marlon bailed us out. He bailed us out. Tomlin took a gamble on his defense. It paid off, and almost paid off, because we went, if not mistaken, we went 3 and out. And then he got the ball back, and Super Marlon showed up, saved the day. And to some folks, all is well in Baltimore. I'm not one of those folks. All is not well. We are seriously looking 8-8-ish right now. Seriously. 8-8-ish. And I know we have 3 victories already. We're 3-2, but we really looking 8-8-ish right now. I think with the coming with the Bengals next week, or the Bungles, as Sonny call them, the Bungles next week. But they've been a thorn in our side, and mainly been AJ Green. So maybe as long as AJ Green don't play, we'll be all right. Maybe, because AJ Green been killing us by himself. So what I'm gonna do is let me turn these phone lines on and get you guys situated. We can call in, and if we got multiple callers, we're gonna try to keep them to 5 minutes apiece. If we only got one person, we'll let them roll. We'll let them roll. Hold on 1 second. All right, so I'm back. Please announce yourself. Make sure we in good standing. Put this on speaker. Yeah, 1 second. If I can find my speakerphone. Where is it? All participants are muted, and they can unmute themselves. Got Godson here. If I could get it back on, if I can unmute him. There we go. Godson, what's good? Now we have problems. Today we have problems, of all days. Yeah, I hear you. Trying to put you on speakerphone. Give me 1 second. All participants are muted, and they can unmute themselves. Oh, there you go. Here we go. Simple follow direction. That'd be good. What's up, Godson?
What's up with you, bro?
Tell me what you feel about today.
Like you said, we looking real 8 or 8-ish or 1 and done in the wild card round.
It's tough.
Our defense, man. I never seen our defense look like this for real. It's kind of weird seeing our defense look like this, and our offense. I just decided once Hollywood went out and went down. Andrews.
Mm-hmm.
Our offense went away too. That's me. I appreciate it. Yeah, man, Lamar. This was by far his worst game that he had as a pro. I think this was even worse than the playoff game, because at least in the playoff game he came back and attempted to do something. But this whole game was rough for him. Even though I feel like he only had 1 interception today.
Mm-hmm.
One was incomplete pass, and actually 2 of them I would say was the incomplete pass. No, one was the incomplete pass and one was the pass interference. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. I don't think we're gonna beat the Bengals next week, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm. I hope we do. I really hope we do. We got all the tools to do so.
I was down for trade for Ramsey, but now I was down for trading for Ramsey, but right now it don't even look like there's no point. We ain't getting no type of pressure on the quarterback.
Zero.
So you might as well just wait till draft time. We're gonna have hella picks. We got money next year, and just see what we can do. But hopefully we make it to the playoffs this year. But I'm not as pumped as I was like around week 3, week 4.
Right.
I just really believed in this. Same as like week 3, week 4. I started to doubt this defense. So I don't know, man. I just was mainly calling to show some love and support for the channel, man.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
All right, man.
Y'all, hey, Godson always come through every Sunday with his real talks and real takes on the game, man. We appreciate you for supporting the channel, man.
Definitely, man. All right, man.
One. All right. So that was Godson giving his 2 cents on the game. Let's go to the chat box and see what some of you guys are mentioning, and we can kind of address. And again, the phone lines are open, so call in when ready. Just came from Green Bay game, comparing the rush. Green Bay and the Cowboys game. Man, honestly, the Cowboys rush get after it. Green Bay get after it too. Now they got the Smith boys. They got Zadarius and Preston. Green Bay gets after it too. But they didn't get home as much because the Cowboys got an athletic QB. So, that's kind of where they are with that. See what we got, what we're working with here. Oh, I got Craven on. Let me get Craven on here. Craven.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. What's good with you tonight?
What's good, man?
I don't know it.
What's good with me? I mean, we got to win, so that's something.
That's always a good thing. But
that was an ugly win. Like, I'm talking like chick from Pittsburgh, ugly.
Not chicks from Pittsburgh.
No offense. No offense to all you chicks from Pittsburgh, but
that's a good one, man. But I was watching Ing Raven stream earlier, and it was like a debate with people saying we should be happy to get a win, and then people like me that thought we survived and we not gonna make it to the playoffs playing like this. Even though, this one victory may be the difference to get us in the playoffs and not. But if we don't improve drastically via pass rush and pass protection, it's gonna be a long season. It's gonna be a long season.
For us to make any sort of push in the playoffs, I mean, I think we can still do it. We can still pull out ugly wins. It always makes you check yourself when you get an ugly win like this, but you still get the W, you get the points, you get the, I guess, where it matters, the 1-0 each week. But yeah, the way, just watching it, it's not good. You can't see us going up against the Patriots or the Chiefs again, or really like the Texans, playing like this,
right?
And see us actually getting the W. It didn't look good, man.
Not at all. I'm wondering why we don't throw more to the receivers. Like we only throw to Snead and third and Snead. Like he don't get regular catches or like regular parts of the offense. Only when it's crunch time and it's like we got to have a first down do we even look or even put Snead in the game. And he always come through. Always.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's like Lamar only sees Hollywood and is like, oh, that's my guy. If he's not open, then I guess let's just check it down to the tight end or the running back or just run it. But I'm with you, man. It's like Snead is I think our best wide receiver. He does not go down on first contact.
Right.
He is impossible to bring down, and he just continues to turn up field.
Yeah.
Not every time, obviously, but he's dropped a few balls. So anytime it's like, oh, just keep throwing it to Snead, and then he'll drop one on you, and you're like, God damn it, come on. But it's he does like today when he caught that one pass. He turns upfield for another 10, 15 yards, and it's like he should have been down. Like the guy had him wrapped up, and he just fought through the arm tackle.
And was it last week or week before when he caught like a little out route and turned it up for a touchdown? Was that was
last week he had that like end of the game. Was that an out route? I honestly stopped watching at that point.
Yeah, I only saw the highlight of it. I didn't see it live, so I think it was maybe it was some little short route, and he made a guy miss and got a block and ended up getting a nice little touchdown. But still, he should be, in my opinion, in the game plan from the jump. Not saying you got to go to him and he got to get 10 targets, but he needs to be in the game because he's a viable option, outside of our tight ends. And then Hollywood just needs to be a go guy, because I'm tired of seeing him catch balls with the first down, then jumping back behind the line and losing progress. All right, I'm already tired of seeing that, because I know he's trying to avoid the hit because he's small. I understand that, but and the coaches need, in my opinion, the coaches need to understand that he's a small guy too. Try to keep him out of that situation. Those routes need to go to Hurst and all our bigger guys. Let him do what he do. Get down the field. Work outside the numbers. Only thing he needs to probably run inside the numbers is maybe a dig in the post. The little end cuts and he hadn't really caught that RPO he caught for a touchdown the first week. We've ran that a bunch of times since then. He hadn't caught it yet.
Yeah, he keeps dropping it. I don't know. Are his hands small? I mean, he's small as a person, but he can't see. He doesn't have the sticky hands all the time.
Right.
And we haven't really thrown deep to him. I don't remember this game if we even attempted a long pass to him. We had that one long pass to Seth Roberts, but that was towards the end of the game. And I feel like if Lamar put that ball in a better spot, put it more in bounds, that would have been a touchdown.
To Seth Roberts,
had
yes.
the separation.
I agree.
Yeah, he was open, but we're not throwing deep to Marquise anymore. I don't know why. Maybe the coverage has changed. I haven't really looked into it as to why it's going on, but we keep throwing underneath stuff that doesn't allow him to kind of get extra yards after the catch.
Right.
I would understand if we're giving him sweeps and maybe some different routes that.
Yeah, I don't even think he's healthy enough to run like jet sweeps and stuff right now.
Yeah,
I really don't think he's healthy. Then he turned that ankle again. I wonder is that the same foot he had the injury on?
I don't know. Well, they're saying it's an ankle, so at least it's a different injury, I guess.
But those other guys have to get involved. What up, Melvin? The other receivers, have to get involved. Whether it be Snead, whether it be Seth, maybe it be Chris. And so I see some people in the chat box saying Jaleel Scott needs to be activated. Somebody in an 80s number or a fast guy needs to get involved. Somebody.
I'm a huge fan of Jaleel Scott because let's say you got Marquise Brown, right? Like you're saying, just use him as that deep ball guy. Use the speed. Use him what he's good at. Use Snead, a possession guy. Now, obviously he's had a few drops, so not the best hands, but when he gets the ball, he can get you some extra yardage in some tough situations.
Yep.
And then get a jump ball guy in Jaleel Scott.
Yep.
That'll cause the defense to change what they do just by the guys you got out there, from his side.
Did you even see Boykin today?
No, not at all, man. Not at all.
And I missed almost all the first quarter trying to get my stream situated, but I didn't see Boykin at all.
Yeah, I honestly didn't see him once. I'm not watching with a keen eye. I'm watching from a fan's perspective, just watching the game, watching the ball, not really watching anything else, just enjoying the game or really not enjoying the game.
Miss Sandy?
Getting real upset, getting heated, but yeah, I didn't notice him at all. He wasn't targeted, I know for sure. But.
Right. So, what did you think about the defense today? We did do some things better. We did do some things better. I didn't see I didn't see a lot of missed tackles.
Made a few plays.
I didn't see a lot of missed tackles. And I didn't see anybody just blatantly running open. The balls that were completed, somebody, for the most part, somebody was in the area. For the most part. I think that's a byproduct of us not getting home on the blitzes. Because again, you can't see all the the whole back end, and we can't cover for 4, 5, 6 seconds. So I think that's a byproduct of us not getting home. That's why some of those guys were open like that.
Yeah, that's the key. We already have injuries in the back end. We got some more today with Tony Jefferson. So you'd hope that, hey, the pass rush, you got to step up. But they just can't do it, man. It's just not in their game. We just don't have the talent. I don't think it's the scheme because I've seen what Wink Martindale scheme can do. So I really just think it's the talent. We
Yeah,
just don't have it up front.
when he had
So
Anquan,
that's gonna hamper us all year. Like I don't see it changing all of a sudden miraculously. Oh look, we got a pass rush. We got 5 sacks this week, 5 sacks next week. I don't see that happening.
did we even get a sack today? I can't even remember. Did we get a sack? I know.
I think we got one.
I know Judon got
No?
one, but it was a penalty was called. I know Judon got one, but a penalty was called.
So I don't know. Anytime we have like a great stop on defense, it seems like there's a penalty, and that seems like the trend all year. And maybe that's not even true. Maybe it's just as a fan watching it, you're like, oh, there goes the penalty. No, we make a good play, make a good stop. There's the penalty. But that's what it always seems like. We have perfectly timed penalties or imperfectly timed penalties. You know?
Right. Because I definitely
So it's like,
think
come on,
I definitely
man.
think that was pass interference on I think Mark Andrews. I definitely think that. Like without a doubt. I don't know why they can't review that. That's what's the use of even being able to review pass interference if that was a perfect example. The guy was all over him way before the ball got there.
What's the point of having even replay at that point? Because they still get it wrong. That
Right.
interception was not an interception.
Right.
The ground helped him make that catch. And then you talk, what was the other play? There is the catch or the incomplete pass where he didn't have control of it.
Right.
They reviewed it, and even the ref that they have on standby to talk to the announcers is like, yeah, no, that wasn't a catch. I don't understand what you're seeing there.
He disagreed with him every time today.
Yeah.
Every
And so
time.
what's the point of replay? The point is to slow it down so we can get a good look at it. And they're
Mm-hmm.
getting a good look at it and saying, nah, we were right the first time. They're not willing to admit they're wrong. I don't know what it is. Like, they're just like, I'm right, you know? Get over yourself. Make the right call.
Right. It's because the reason we watch, the reason people pay the money to go to games, they want to see it right. They don't care if, they don't care if you take a little longer, just as long as you get it right. And even if the call is against who I'm rooting for, if I like for real see that it's the right call, I won't complain about it. I'll be mad that it happened, but I won't complain about the
You got to
refs.
respect the call, right? You got to respect the play on the field. And they're still getting it wrong with all this replay. It's like, all right, well, let's give we're going to make a pass interference reviewable and piss everyone else off even more when the coach decides to challenge it because it looks like obvious pass interference. And then they go look at it, and in their eyes, they're like, oh, no, well, it wasn't enough. It's like, well, it wasn't enough. It is what it looks like a pass interference. Like, I don't know. It didn't cause enough of a push-off. And I don't know.
It's crazy.
They have a tough job, right?
It's crazy.
They got a really tough job. They can never get it 100% right.
Why?
But allowing them to slow it down and stop the game and have everyone look at it and have everyone give their opinions on it, and then to, I don't know, it went against us, so of course we're all mad. But it's just upsetting.
Who would have thought at this stage in his career, Pernell McPhee would be leading our defensive line?
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe you asked me like before 2013, before he got shipped off, but
Because he definitely had the most juice today. Definitely, by far, he had the most juice. Easily had the
and
most
he's
juice.
from that, more of a rivalry background with that team, back when there was a true rivalry. So he had to have the juice, right? I'm glad he did.
Right. Because we wouldn't even got close on a bunch of things. But as far as the O-line, let's talk about that for a minute. What you think about the O-line?
Well, every once in a while, you'll see a play where it's like, oh, Lamar has like all the free time in the world, and then the rest of the time, there's someone in his face. He's gotta make a spin. There's two people on both sides of Lamar, and he's gonna try to make a play and then just run into someone. All of those sacks, I can't blame any of those on Lamar. They're all on the O-line. When it comes to someone like Deshaun Watson, he's got all those sacks against him. You can somewhat blame him because he tries to keep the play alive too much. Lamar doesn't do that. He just tries to get out of there, and he was surrounded too many times, and he gets out of those more often than he doesn't.
Right, he does.
So,
most of the time, he does get out of those.
Ronnie Stanley is still like one of the better O linemen, according to PFF. But those ratings, who really knows?
I don't really,
actually are,
I don't really trust them because I don't know their the way they set it up. I don't know the way they set it up. It's because nobody really knows their matrix or whatever, so their numbers can be skewed to fit clicks. So it is what. But you know, I do know as a whole, and I said it earlier in Raven stream that our O line is built to run block. We are not built. We are not built to constantly drop back and protect the guy. We are not. That puts Bozeman at a disadvantage. That puts Zeus Jr. at a disadvantage. Even Yonder got exposed a little bit today. Now I have to go back and watch it again, but even Yonder got exposed a little bit today onto it. But in all in all, and I said this earlier, the Steelers D line ain't bad now.
Yeah, no, they're good.
Steelers D line pretty good. The Steelers D line is pretty good. So we complaining about the play of our offensive line, but the Steelers D line is pretty good. They linebackers are young and inexperienced, but their D line is pretty good. And you got Shazier on the sideline coaching them young linebackers. So he's a high IQ guy. So he putting all that IQ in those young linebackers. So got to give credit to the Steelers some. I ain't trying to, I don't want to take it away from them, but their defense is okay to pretty good. And up front they really good. But we still was gashing them though in the run game.
Yeah, their defense has always been bad in the secondary these past 2 years. It's not been the O-line or the linebackers. It's been the DBs and secondary. So like you were kind of saying earlier, why aren't we passing to the wide receivers? I wish I could tell you, man, but I really don't know. But do you happen to know how many rushing yards we had today? I haven't really looked up the stats yet. I'm
gonna look it up in a second. I'm gonna look it up now while we talk about this Earl Thomas hit. So I thought it was a clean hit. I really thought it was a clean hit. Some people were clamoring. There should have been a flag. He should have got kicked out. He should have done.
They got the flag.
Huh? They did get a flag. It wasn't a flag on that.
Flag, yeah.
So
there was a flag on there.
And when they slowed it down, it looked like shoulder to chest to me. That's what I saw. I saw shoulder to chest. Now while I'm looking up these stats, you may get a little noise for a second, but 1 second. It looked like shoulder to chest to me. So I don't know where.
I remember watching it live, thinking, "Damn, he got hit hard," but I didn't really think anything of it. It looked like a clean play, and then you watch it in slow mo. He didn't put his head down, no nothing. I think it's because he got knocked out. Because if you watch the slow mo,
he was out cold, like instantly. Yeah. Did you see his fingers?
Yeah, he was out for a while too. Like
that was scary.
He had his finger out, like when Flacco got hit. When he did the check, please, fingers out. That was really scary. Yeah, he had his mouth open when he got hit, right on the corner of the face mask. So I think it just hit him right on the button and just knocked him out. Like he was, I don't know why. It seemed like
his shoulder pads or something must have got up on his chin, or did it? Because I don't think his helmet hit up on his chin. Maybe his shoulder pads because you could tell Earl turned his body because Earl know the rules.
He didn't lean into it at all. It almost looked like he was pulling up, like he was going for the hit, and then saw him throwing it and tried to get up a little bit. And as he was getting up and making the tackle at the same time to try and block the pass,
and he got hit from the back too. Yeah,
so he got sandwiched and knocked the fuck out. All respect to him. So
But I was glad to see him get up.
He's fine.
I was glad to see him get up and. And how crazy was it that the cart didn't work? That he had to walk all the way off after that.
Yeah, they made him walk.
How embarrassing was that?
Get another cart, man.
I know it's a golf cart somewhere. I know it's a golf cart up under that stadium somewhere that works.
Yeah. Come on.
They could have came and got that man.
Ran out on that thing. Come on.
It's crazy. But as far as the stats, let me see. I got him right here. Let's see. Lamar. He rushed for 70. He was the leading rusher, which I never like it when he's the leading rusher. We had 138 total yards rushing, had 161 total passing. Those are not good numbers. Not good numbers at all.
I think 138 rushing yards is our lowest since Lamar's taken over.
That sounds about right. Because we pushed 200 plus every game
we've
been
averaging 200 plus.
And you look at.
I think we've had 150 plus since he's taken over since week 11 last year.
This is one stat that stands out to me. Mark Ingram's yards per carry was 2.3 today. That's crazy.
Shout out to Shoney Jefferson, 2.3 or 23.
and he had a 14-yard gain. So if you take that 14-yard gain out, Mark Ingram was 18 rushes for 30 yards. That's not good
Yeah,
at all.
I understand why we got to keep feeding him because he's the guy that makes the money. But Gus Edwards, sometimes it seems like he's playing better on play-per-play basis.
Mm-hmm.
He's playing better. Like,
He only had 5 attempts.
Crazy when I say that.
He only had 5 attempts.
And what did he average per carry?
3.4.
He had the one. He got us out of the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
I guess like where it's almost a safety.
Right.
There's a few runs there. He got like 5-10 yards. Maybe I'm convoluting the different games, but it seems like he just gets more yards per carry.
Yeah.
His style.
Today he only had
better.
17 yards. I think there were a couple penalties on some of his runs, but he only had 17 yards.
Oh yeah.
And then Andrews was the most targeted again. Had 5 catches for 45 yards. Snead led the team with 4 catches for 51 yards. But what I'm really interested to see is when I scroll down to this time of possession. And how many turnovers did we have? We had 2. The 2 interceptions.
3.
No, we had 2 interceptions.
No,
We had 3 interceptions. You're right.
3 interceptions.
You're right. Time of possession. 39 minutes to 25
only one
minutes.
of those interceptions I would blame on Lamar, though. Like, one of them was like, well, you threw it straight to the defender. The other one's, I'm going to throw it up to my guy, let him make a play. And your guy's got to make the play. That's really what it is. And it ends up going into the hands. One of them, I don't think, was an interception. The ground helped him. But, whatever. The refs can go look at that. But the other one, what was the other one? It got tipped off of Mark Andrews. That was the one that was the pass interference, right?
I think, yeah, that's one we all thought was should have been pass interference.
Yeah, tipped off his hands with pass interference and went into the defender's hands. So you can't really blame Lamar for those. If it hits the receiver in the hand, you can't blame the quarterback on those interceptions.
Right. But still, they fall back on him. He had no interceptions the first 2 games, I think, or the first 3 games, and now he's had 3. He had 4 or maybe 5 in the last 2. How many did he throw against Cleveland? 1. I think he threw 1 against Cleveland.
Got 1.
So that's 4 in the past 2 games. But again, I think Lamar should be throwing deep or short. That's it. No intermediate right now because of the way we run the ball. And I still, like somebody said, we didn't see any screens.
We have been pulling the trigger.
I didn't see a counter at all. I didn't see very much misdirection. I didn't see power, but I didn't see the power that I like maybe once. And that's when I forget his name. What's the defense tackle? Ricard. When Ricard comes in motion. So I didn't.
That diamond formation.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see that once. The one where Lamar, then the running back to his right and left, and then one behind him. I didn't see that once.
Yeah, I didn't see that either. You're right.
That seemed like one of our main plays. You can do so much out of it, and we didn't use it once.
Do you think Do you think that they thought that the Steelers' front 7 was better than our O-line? That's why we were trying to keep people out of the box?
Maybe,
Because the Steelers pulled a little bit out of they pulled a little bit out of the Chargers book today. Like a couple times they would send somebody at the runner, then you'd have like a safety or somebody already in the backfield waiting on Lamar to pull it. I saw it a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
But at that time, that's when he should be play actioning. Should be.
Yeah, I get that, but that opens something up, right? That has to open something up in the passing game.
It should with those guys in the box like this.
And it's let's go ahead and do that. Let's counteract that sort of thing. But
Okay.
I don't know why.
Hey Craven, we got Johnny Williams calling in, so I'm gonna mute you and let him get his points off, and if you want to stay on, I'll come back to you. All right?
All right, for sure. I'll be on here.
Okay. Go back. Yo,
Yo, what's up?
what's up now? Johnny, right?
Yeah, how you
I'm
doing?
good. What you got for me today?
Nah, man, just want to talk about, man, how much, I agree with you. I agree right now we ain't too good.
Not at all.
Right now we ain't too good. I won't say offensively we okay.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just the defense, man. We ain't too good. But what a positive thing is, it's all coaching. That's what I believe. I believe we have the talent. I believe, we got the players but I believe it's something with the coaching and connecting. And I just think, and I don't mean to disrespect my man Tony Jefferson. I love him, and I mean whatever. But it's been too long, man. He's been killing me too long, man. I'm done with him, and I won't say I'm happy that he hurt, but I am happy that the Joker is gonna be playing.
Right.
Let's say that.
I wanted him out of the game to see what the Joker could do, but I didn't want him out like that. I don't, like I said, I don't wish any ill will on anybody, but I did want somebody else to get an opportunity. I hated that he had to go out like that. Because with injuries like that, it could affect you the rest of your life.
Well, the thing is, man, like I said, I hated him to go out like that too, but I think the coaches could have saved him that injury by just giving my man a chance.
Yeah.
The Joker a chance. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Even just say, let's say a couple series here, whatever. But I believe our team was getting hurt by Tony Jefferson for years, bro. Tony Jefferson and Eric Weddle.
Weddle made plays because he was so darn smart.
Yeah, but you can be smart all you want, but I don't want smart when it's too. Put it like this. Weddle cost us going to playoffs 2 times.
He did.
I think he was both Pittsburg, but either or, I just know that one time, like you can be smart all you want and you can be on that spot, but if a 5'10" or whatever Antonio Brown is, 198 receiver can run you over for a touchdown.
Right.
We don't need you. I don't want you.
Right. All I was saying was that he made a lot of plays where he was smart, but physically he wasn't able to make a bunch of plays that he should have. So what he lacked in physicality or athletic ability, he tried to make it up in smarts, and sometimes it helped him, sometimes it didn't.
Yeah, but see, that's the same thing I think with Jefferson. Jefferson's a smart player. He's a hard-nosed player. He play hard. We just don't got it, man.
Yep.
But he just don't got what the Joker has. Joker is a 5'11", 6-foot player.
And he looks more athletic too.
And he's rangy though.
Yeah,
Joker rangy.
He looks way more athletic. Actually, he looks more athletic than Earl and Tony.
But he hit like Earl too. So that's, you know what I mean? But I think he hit harder than but not Earl. He don't hit harder than Earl, but I know he probably hit harder than Tony.
Right.
So that's why I won't say I'm happy that he hurt, but I'm very put like this. I believe with Josh Barnes coming back, and I believe with Joker going to safety, and next week or the week after we gonna have my man back. What do you call it? 22.
Shoot. I can't think. Jimmy Smith.
Yeah, Jimmy. We gonna have Jimmy back. And I think, because like you said, like the coach was saying in the press conference, we ain't have no knucklehead players on defense today. So that's the positive. That's a head start.
Right.
The only thing that was really hurting was Lamar was going crazy. Oh yeah, that's my next subject. It's Lamar.
Go ahead.
Lamar Jackson. Yo. So my thing with Lamar.
Hello.
My fault.
Oh, go ahead.
I was lighting up something.
Okay.
My thing with Lamar is I love him. I love Lamar to death. But I feel that he's thinking so much that it's fucking his game up. You know what I'm saying?
He's trying to prove, like you said, trying to prove people wrong.
Yeah, well, he's trying to prove people wrong not to run, and I'm thinking like it's fucking his game up. Like it's just really like messing his mind up. It's saying, oh, let me stay here. Oh, it's that. Too late.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think another thing is, and I don't pray Hollywood is hurt. I love Hollywood Brown. But I really would think it might be a good thing if Hollywood and Andrews get hurt. You know why?
Force him to go other places?
He could go somewhere else, man. He could look somewhere else, man.
Yeah.
And it's like my man, like the last caller was saying, my man 83, what's his name again?
Sneed.
Sneed. Sneed is a dog, bro. We need Sneed in the ball in his hand like almost at least 8 times a game.
Yep. It needs at least be in the game.
For real. So
He come in the game and went in like pressure situations and expected to produce without even really getting a flow of the game. He may sit over there two quarters and don't even get but 1 or 2 snaps. Then you throw him in there when we down and we gotta have catches.
That's hard, man, and that's really unfair because
That's what it is. It's more unfair than anything. That's exactly what it is.
He's the leader of the group.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Like the chance in the middle that he threw to Hollywood, and the first throw he threw to Hollywood, that Hollywood dove and he did in the end zone, that should have been Snead.
Mm-hmm.
All them crossing things instead of the tight end and that should be Snead.
Yep.
Because Snead's going to catch it, shake somebody, and get 10, 15, 20 more yards.
Yep. And like I said earlier, I hate the fact that Hollywood getting those catches like in the middle of the field and then losing yards to avoid hits. Right. I understand him falling because he's small and he don't want to get hurt. But if that's the case, stay outside and run you some goals and posts and slants. Don't work the middle of the field. Don't work the middle of the field. If you that terrified about being hurt, don't work the middle of the field. That's a grown man game.
For real. And the O-line, you know, the O-line to me, I think is the biggest positive of our team, to be honest with you.
Is that the biggest positive?
But biggest positive. I know he got sacked like 6 whatever times, but you got to understand, it's that what I'm talking about. First of all, he kept picking the wrong damn way to run. That's number one. Lamar, all he had to do is about 2 or 3 of them just step up.
Yep.
But what he would do is just turn the wrong way. He would turn right into the rush.
Yep. He was picking the wrong holes. You're right.
So, you know what I mean? It's not always a line, but I just wish he could first use your receivers, man. Use your weapons. Because you got mad weapons out there. Use them.
Yeah, they had 5 sacks.
5 sacks. Yeah, that's a lot of sacks. But like I said,
we only had 1.
Yeah, and he had, 3 interceptions?
Yep.
But like that other caller said, I think only credit really one of them because 2 of them was like batted up or whatever, some crazy.
And one was tapped up, and the other one was should have been an incomplete pass. Should have been an incomplete pass.
What do you think about the coach? What do you think about the coach's calls, man? Because I think all of them suck. Every defense, offense, special teams, all of them.
I think we're getting predictable offensively. I think he has a plethora of weapons that he can use, and we're getting predictable offensively. He's not using everybody. He's not maximizing the roster. He's not maximizing the whole roster. Defensively, I don't think it's coaching. I think it's we don't have guys that put pressure on them. Cause I don't think our secondary is bad as they look, but when they got to cover every pass play, there is no play that they can just sit on a route because they know the defense is gonna get on. That's tough. That's tough. So basically, the secondary is playing that 7-on-7 crap because they know ain't no pass rush gonna get there. So they got to cover for 4+ seconds.
Is there anybody out there we could get pass rush wise?
I don't think so because pass rush is the biggest commodity in the NFL.
I forever will hate Clowney, yo. Fuck Clowney.
Yeah.
Going to the Seahawks.
But I don't even think he's really doing much of nothing over there.
Nah, you bugging. He going crazy.
He is?
There.
I said I didn't think. I ain't seen him play, but I saw him play Sunday. So I don't know what his stats like. I just said I think.
Yeah, he calls like a sack fumble.
He ended the game, didn't he?
Something crazy to turn the game over.
He ended the game with a sack fumble or something like that, didn't it?
Yeah,
okay.
Something crazy to turn the game over.
I remember that. I do remember that. I was kind of watching it, but kind of not watching it, working too at the same time. But we should have got him. I think we should have kept. Looking back on it, we probably should have kept Smith.
Yeah, we had to keep Smith. Looking back on it, I'd rather keep Smith than Judah. I love Judah, one of my top players in the league. I love Judah, but I can say he is disappointing right now.
Yeah, Judah didn't have opportunity to lead yet because he's still under his contract. He's due this year. So if we'd have kept Smith, we'd have had Smith and Judah on. And that's heat right there.
Yeah. But I think I just read. I didn't read the whole article, but I read it's about 5 teams that literally clearing mad stuff for the trade deadline, and we one of them.
Yeah, I heard
So I
the
know.
announcer say they're thinking that we're going to be busy in the trade deadline. You know,
Word.
what we gonna give up though? Look like all we got to give up is picks.
Yeah, but think about it, bro. Think about how people keep saying we old. I don't know how they say our defense is old. We are a young team, man.
Yeah, our defense not old. We got 1 or 2 old. Like McPhee's maybe one of the older guys. And I can't really think of nobody else that's older than Jimmy Smith. And Earl what 30? The rest of them guys is young.
Yeah, young. That's what I'm saying. So and the O-line is young. We got mad people that could. Cause we got. I think what is it? Macari, the other backup guard,
Hurst.
and it's one more. It's one more that I like. Powers.
Powers been inactive. I'm a big fan of Powers myself, but he been inactive every game. I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, but it's all good. I'm talking about next year. I'm talking about like we got young people. You know what I mean? To really hopefully step up and cause we got a good center. We got a good. I think my man is excellent at left guard. I love him. What's his name?
At left guard or right guard?
Left guard. You already know Yonder.
Oh, I don't like Bozeman at left guard. I think Powers need to be there.
You don't like Bozeman?
Now they left. I love our tackles. I think Zeus needs to be a better pass blocker, but I love our tackles. And you know, Yonder is Yonder. I think Skura does a good job at the center. And I think our left guard position has been weak for all of last year, and is not. You know, he's just the best of what we got right now. But again, he's playing out of position because he was a center too. He was a center.
I think next year he's going to be a very serviceable, whatever you have.
I got you. I got you.
He alright now. I think he alright. You know what I mean? I know that first couple games he did real good, but I know how he do today. You know?
Well, he always do good, and our whole line do good in run situations. But when we start dropping back and have to pass, that's when we get in trouble. Now he's all 5 of them good and run. When we run downhill, all 5 of them doing, you know, handling business, blowing people off the ball, getting their job done. You know, every now and then they have a bust, but they human. Everybody gonna have a bust from time to time. But we a run blocking team. When we get in the situation where we gotta pass, people expose us. People expose us when we gotta pass. Even Yonder got got knocked on his butt a couple times by Tuitt. But like I told Craven, the Pittsburgh front 7 is pretty darn good now. So I got to give him some credit.
Yeah, one thing I want to say, bro, I appreciate you doing them film things, man, because I'm a football junkie, and I'll be sitting there watching them plays, and watching the boom boom. You know what I mean? And I really appreciate you sitting down and just breaking in and taking your time out doing it, man, because it's like, like I said, because I coach a lot of kids out here play linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
You know, parents pay me or whatever. Like I'm a trainer, and how I get all my moves is watching film, man.
Right.
I get literally all my moves by watching film, and I watch literally most of your film.
Mm-hmm. I got I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Like I said, I got one of my former players that started me to doing it. He's a Cowboys fan, and he do the same type of stuff with the Cowboys. And he started me to doing it, and I love it because I'm sitting here watching film anyway on my own team. For the most part, got like a game on, like right now, the Sunday night game on. And if I wasn't on here doing this, I'd be watching film my own team, trying to figure out, what I can do to help us get better. Yeah, I do coach high school. Yeah, yep.
What team?
Godby High School in Tallahassee, Florida.
What is it?
Godby High School in Tallahassee, Florida. Godby. Yep.
Godby.
Yep. If you look in the community thing, I posted a link from our game Friday. We have sometimes guy travel with us and film the games, and he just happened to travel with us this game and filmed it. And we okay. We all right. We all right.
What's your record?
We 3-4 right now. 3-4. 3-4.
Yeah, y'all just got a fight.
Yeah. Got homecoming this week, so we're gonna try to keep them straight, keep them level headed.
What you coach?
I'm the OC.
Huh?
I'm the OC.
Offensive coordinator.
Yep.
Oh snap!
Yeah.
Let me find out, man. what offense y'all run?
Spread. Yep. I don't like old school football.
Nah.
And then you can't get a lot of kids to play when you run old school football either, because everybody want to touch the ball.
I think spread too easy though.
Too easy to do what?
To stop. For real.
You know what? The only way you can stop that is if the offense shoots themselves in the foot, or you got a nose tackle that's an animal. If you got a nose tackle that's an animal, whoo, it's rough.
Y'all do RPOs?
Yeah, we do some.
So boom. This how you stop it. Cause all y'all got tendencies. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody do.
The tendency is the wide receivers. So in the spread, you got to worry about where the wide receivers line up. They wide, they going this, if they do this. You know what I mean? If they got an H-back, you're going to do this. The H-back outside the thing, you probably have passing. The H-back inside, you probably pulling out of the way, whatever.
Yep.
But when you do the RPO, all you got to do is have that weak linebacker that's not a part of that immediate run
Fit.
run gap. Yeah, part of the immediate run fit. All you got to do is guard that slant.
Yep.
You stop every time.
But if he ain't in his run gap, what you gonna do about that?
You don't need to be in his run gap because his run gap is the A gap. His run gap is the A. So you gotta play it slow anyway. You can't cross that center anyway. That's the I coach. You can't cross the center. So my main thing was I can't cross the center. I'm gonna get to that A gap before you get to 3 yards, 4 yards. So
I take 3, 4 yards. I take 3, 4 yards. I take that. I ain't one of them guys that got to throw the ball downfield. We run spread, but I take 3, 4 yards every time. And I ain't gonna give away my goods because we got a lot of season left. I ain't telling who watching this, but I'll take 3, 4 yards.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. But yeah, man, I appreciate you, man. Keep doing your thing, man. One last thing. I don't want to keep doing it with my man Tony Jefferson, but I love Joker, man.
Yeah.
I really think the Joker I won't say be a Pro Bowler, but I think it's time. That's all I'm going to say. I think it's his time, and I think he might. I won't say turn the defense around, but I think we might start doing a little something. Because we put it like this: no more bad communication. We're gonna play a sorry ass Tennessee team next week. So hopefully we keep building.
Before you go, you think they're gonna leave Peanut with the green dot, or they gonna go somewhere else?
Yeah, you might as well. Why not?
I'm just because I know they went back to him once Jefferson went out. I was wondering if you thought maybe they would go with Earl or something like that. But I think Earl's still learning the defense.
Yeah, that was it. Earl don't know it enough. I don't see why not. Peanut. The thing with Peanut is Peanut got calmed down. He too aggressive. He just got. The thing he could learn from Mosley was so patient that he just, and that's what I'm trying to explain to you about the running game about the not got caught C gap. If you just be patient, he probably gonna run right into your ass.
Exactly. If you be but how many 14, 15, 16-year-olds gonna have that patience? That's the key.
You got coach. You gotta know how to coach.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. I be cursing my man. I be cursing my little people out. Fuck that.
But yeah, hey man, I appreciate you calling in. What I'm gonna do this week is, and I'm probably gonna look at it this week. Once I find out what play it was when Tony got hurt, I'm gonna check out Joker and see how well he played. And I'm definitely gonna be one of the guys I focus in on next week when we play Cincinnati.
Watch how well he moves though. Watch how fast. That's what I'm saying. Like he's fast as hell. Yo, that's why I'm shooting. I'm just can't wait till next week so he can ball out, and the week after that. Do we got a bye after that?
Now, I think our bye is week 8. I think somebody in the chat has helped me out. What's our bye week? I think it's week 8 because I think week 9 we play the Patriots. So
who we got after Cincy?
I don't even know. I don't have the schedule in front of me. All I got is the stats in front of me. But I know. Like I'm almost sure week 9 we got somebody said it's week 8. So we got Cincy, which will be week 6. Somebody said Craven says the Seahawks, and then maybe the bye week.
Oh yeah.
Well, so we got to get after it.
Oh yeah. See that Cincy? Thank you, Craven. See that Cincy game? Get us back on track. Seahawks not that good, and you. This is my last point, and I want you to take this and talk about it. And I'm gonna listen to it on the thing.
Okay.
This is my last point. The AFC is not as tough as everybody thinking, man.
It's two teams.
So, not even. Yo, bro, listen, man.
But
they must lose tonight.
Who? KC?
Yeah. But,
Who they playing?
But my thing is, KC don't got a defense. And the only person they really got is Mahomes. And the only person New England got is Tom Brady. So, listen, man. If we could just fix this bullshit stuff we doing, we'd be good.
Yeah. But I do disagree with you. I think the Seahawks pretty good.
All right, but you take it and talk it. I'm going to listen to it.
Okay. I appreciate you, bro.
All right, brother.
We'll get with you next week.
All right, man.
All right, Craven. As far as the schedule, did you hear? Could you hear Johnny? Could you hear him?
Yeah, I can hear the whole thing.
As far as his last point, talking about the AFC, the strength of the AFC, and this is probably my last point to go with. Also, me and you both. He said the AFC didn't have a lot of good teams. I think definitely KC and New England, because even if KC doesn't have the greatest defense, they put so much pressure on you to score points that it can frustrate your whole team. And then Tom Brady is Tom Brady, and the Patriots defense playing lights out.
Yeah,
lights out. What you think about anybody else in the AFC?
But I think I kind of agree with what he was saying, man, because I think it's closer than we all think. Everyone puts KC and New England up at the top.
Then everybody else.
Top two teams, maybe in the NFL. It's those two, and then you kind of figure out who's up next. But,
so we may all be saying the same thing, because I'm thinking those two, then everybody else right on this same on this same plane. There's no big huge gap between nobody other than the Dolphins, maybe.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just when you look at those two teams, I see Kansas City. They don't have a great defense.
Mm-hmm.
Now, obviously, they beat us, but a few plays here and there, and that's all it takes. Then it's a different game. I don't know if you're watching this game now.
I'm not. I'm about to.
It's a close game. And then you got New England. Their offense isn't really that good.
But their defense so good right now.
Defense can kind of stop them. But yeah, like you said, their defense is really good. They're very opportunistic. They can stop anybody, really. They just have a great scheme. Bill Belichick, I think, took over the play calling.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely going to be tough to play because we got to play it. We got to play. I think it goes the Bengals next week at home. Then we got to go to Seattle. Then the bye. Then home for New England. That's a tough 3-week stretch.
It definitely is.
It's the Bengals, and they are 0-5, but they're the Bengals, and they always put up on us. It doesn't matter the record, doesn't matter the team, doesn't matter who's coaching, who's playing, all that. They play us hard.
Somebody in the chat box said in the AFC you got the Patriots, KC, then you got Houston, the Browns, the Ravens, and the Colts are all in the same boat. Young teams trying to find each other. I would also add Tennessee to that too. Young teams trying to find each other.
See, Tennessee though, man, they're all over the place. They play a great game and then they play a trash game.
Right.
I don't know what to expect.
Up and down.
I'm trying to each week I'm trying to put up bets and it's which team am I getting?
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard to tell. I think I won this week, but
we'll see.
To tell, man.
We'll see. But we're gonna shut this down. I gotta go watch the Sunday night game. I'm 2 episodes behind on Power, and The Walking Dead started back tonight. So I got a lot of TV to catch up on because I've been neglecting it for football. But I appreciate all you guys coming through, especially you, Craven, come through every week. Johnny coming through with a great call. Johnny came through with a great call. And if this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe. Hit the like button. I don't know how many likes I got, but before you get out of here, can you hit that like button for me? And share it. Share this with somebody that you know, a Ravens fan or just a football fan in general. And get in here, and we come here every Sunday afternoon, Sunday night. And even if you got somebody that want to call in that's not a Ravens fan and want to talk about their team, we can do that also. Craven will be here, I'm sure, and we can talk about pretty much anything we saw. All right. So again, this is Coach Evans from Sip the Tally Films with seems to be my co-host, Craving Some Raven, with his podcast. And he got a podcast on YouTube. Make sure you go check that out. And we came away with an ugly win in Pittsburgh, but we got a W. And we are 3-2 going into the Bungles next week. And again, for those of you that didn't check it out, we did a live stream with a bunch of Ravens YouTubers last week on Ing Ravens channel. Man, I think it was awesome. The time flew by. I think we went like 2 hours, maybe more. Had some great topics, had some great points, had some great laughs. And, go check that out on Ing Ravens channel and follow all them guys too, all right? And again, this is Coach Evans from Sip the Tally. I'm out. Appreciate you, Craven.